Hi everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. Today I'm going to share with you how to make these teeny tiny little gift bags. Oh my goodness, they're just big enough to hold one of those Bob's peppermints or maybe a couple of Hershey Kisses. They are teeny tiny and teeny tiny adorable. Let's get started making this cute little treat bag. Well, the hardest part of today's project is picking which of the 6x6 Wood Textures Designer Series paper that you want to use for your little woodland treat scene. These are in the 2017-18 annual catalog. It's the Wood Textures Designer Series paper stack, and you get 48 sheets. Which means that if you did nothing but make these little treat bags, that you could make 96 of them. Let's get started putting this box together. I'm going to use the Simply Scored scoring tool to score our little treat box here, but you could so use the score blade on your Stampin' Trimmer as well. We're going to use the scoring dimensions of 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5 1/2. Turn it a quarter turn so it's along the 3-inch side and score at 1 inch. And we want to go ahead and get a nice crisp fold on all of our fold lines that we just made, on all of our score lines. And I did pick a lighter piece of the wood grain or the Wood Textured Designer Series paper because it's going to be a little easier to see the score lines here. And as you can see, going on the grain, it is kind of tricky there. Okay, so I've got those all marked. What we want to do first is go ahead and the 1/2-inch side, this would be like where you scored at 5 1/2. On this side here, there's this little rectangle section down at the corner. What we want to do is just with following the score lines, we're just going to get rid of that bottom corner there. He just goes away. And then this is going to be the tab component. And so just to make it a little easier, just go ahead and angle cut those corners. Then here's the 1-inch score line. And what we're going to do is find those score marks and cut up to the 1-inch score line. So we're following those other score lines. And these are going to be the box bottom tabs. Okay, so that's how we get the cutting and the cutting elements on. To hold our box together, we're going to need some strong adhesive, so I'm going to recommend tear and tape. So now it's just a matter of deciding which side that you want to use. On some of these, there are significant changes on the textures on it. This one's pretty uniform, so it's not real exciting, but you can just pick which side that you want. And if this is my my front of the bag, I'm going to flip it over and put tear and trim right there. My puppies are talking to me. For the tear and tape, we want to put it right along the fold of our tab. And we'll go ahead and, like with your nails, you can kind of press that down and peel off the top layer. Come on. There we go. And then what I like to do is go ahead and hold it flat and line up these edges over the top of that tab. And then this is starting to make our little box. And then it doesn't matter, you can just pick whatever tab down below that you want and turn one of those over. And actually it's a little easier to do this before you put it together, the tab together, but just I wanted you to see how that little work goes. And take that off on the downside, or this is on the bottom part of the flap. Go ahead and take that off. And this will be the last tab that you fold in. So just, the opposite sides, one of the other flaps, and then close. And then that's our little box. Look how cute that little treat is just by itself. And then with your fingers, pinch the tops together. And you can kind of come down here. This is where I was off on my score line. If that happens to you, it's no big deal. We'll come in and trim it up. That's what's hard on these patterns. Sometimes it's hard on this wood grain just to see exactly where it is, but it's no big deal. I'm not going to reshoot the video or anything because this is real life crafting here, right, girls and guys? Okay, so that's our cute little treat bag. And then close it with a gold library clip and you're ready to go. So that's the bag part of it. That's as easy as what it is. Now please stick around and I'll show you how I decorated the front of this bag. What I did is I die cut out images from the new card front builder die. This is an early release for the 2017 holiday catalog. You can buy this individually or it is part of a bundle, Carols for Christmas. And I used the single tree image and garden green cardstock scrap to cut out a tree. And with soft suede and the little deer image, I cut out a deer. So those are those two image components that we have. Also, I love the Tabs for Everything stamp set. It's got all of these small little sentiments that work perfectly with an inch or a 3/4 inch punch. And so I've got my soft suede classic ink, and we're using the Enjoy sentiment from the stamp set. And I'll go ahead and get that stamped for us. And with a 3/4 inch circle punch, we'll get our little sentiment punched out. Okay, we've got all of the basic components for that card front, or for our little treat bag front. Next, I'm going to take the embossing paste, and as you can see, this one's down on its last leg, and just a regular toothpick. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of that paste on my toothpick, and I'm going to swipe it along the tree branches, getting some thicker than others. And that's going to give a little snow look to our tree. Always, always, always close your embossing paste just as soon as you can, otherwise it's going to dry out. New in the 2017-18 catalog are these mini dimensionals. I don't know how I ever got along without them. I use them all the time. I'm going to use one of the mini dimensionals on the sentiment and find kind of a blank place over on the tree and just put the Enjoy off to the side. And then we'll grab our deer, do the same thing, a mini dimensional, and put him down maybe about right here. You can overlap that just a little bit. And then with a regular dimensional, we'll go ahead and put that on the center of the tree, on the back, and put it on the front of our Wood Textures little mini treat bag. Drop in a few treats, close it up, keep it closed with the gold library clip. Kind of tuck that underneath the tree. And you're ready to gift. How cute is this? I wanted to decorate this maybe not so much for Christmas, but maybe, you know, something for a winter. So maybe you have a winter event coming up, or you just like the woods, you know, winter seasons sentiment. So I just love this. It's so little and just perfect for that little treat giving. If you're making office treats for a lot of staff members, this would be great. I could see using this little mini treat bag if you were a teacher and wanted to make a little treat for everybody in your classroom, all of your students. This wouldn't break the bank, and how adorable is it? And then I wanted to just kind of show you how this translates onto a card. So again, this is part of that Carols of Christmas bundle, and I did that same thing with the tree on there, added a little Dazzling Diamonds glitter on the process. But now you have a cute little ensemble. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.